What's up, guys? FlamingVictini here, and we are finally back. I was on vacation last week, which is why there were no uploads. I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, but now I'm back, so I want to keep the uploads rolling in, and I'm just going to be doing some Showdown live mostly because there aren't too many official tours at the moment, although like probably mostly OLT laddering I'm going to be doing, and there's going to be a Mola suspect test going on right now, which is what I'm recording right now. So I'm going to be doing some OU, some RU, and there are a few like side tours going on right now. Like Slam hasn't reached his playoff stage yet though, and I'm in Superstar, so maybe if I reach playoffs I can record some games for that. But yeah, that's mostly going to be it for now, but I'm just mostly hoping to keep the consistent uploads coming since I have been kind of on and off recently, although school is starting, so I don't know how that's going to go. Anyway, enough of the introduction spiel. I'm going to be playing on the Mola suspect ladder. This is the ladder with Mola, and on Mola itself, I'm kind of in the middle. Let me just actually start playing, but I'm kind of in the middle on Mola. I'm not really sure whether I think it should be banned or not, although it's definitely suspect worthy, definitely. So yeah, I was using random teams up until this point that other people had given me, but then I had 2 losses and I'm like, I don't want any more. So I'm just going to be using my trusty like go-to team kind of Exploud balance. I really like it. It's a very, very solid build. So yeah, I'm going to be using this. My opponent has Rotom Cut plus Dugtrio. That's going to be really annoying to face. Yeah, that's going to be annoying. He also has a Pavilion that could get out of hand, although I do have Ice Shard. Sneasel in general, he just has no Sneasel switch-ins and no Exploud switch-ins. That's what I noticed. But I'd prefer to start breaking through his team with Exploud and then go for a Sneasel sweep, Ice Shard sweep later on in the game since he has no Ice Resist, but I don't want to be trapped by Dugtrio since I am Choice Banded. Anyway, I go for the lead Exploud lead as he leads with Hitmonlee. I'm just going to pull a switch into Slowking as it's very, very safe, and he just HJKs. Right here, I kind of just want to fire off a Scald. I'm not really sure what he wants to do. See, normally I'd pull a double switch into Exploud, but I'm just not sure what the heck this guy wants to do, so I'm just going to Scald, as he does switch into his Excelgor. So Excelgor is pretty well handled by Golbat, so I'm going to go to that, and I can defog any spikes away. I'm mostly worried about that Rotom, because if it Volt Switches on a Virizion, and he goes to Dugtrio and just traps the thing, it's really, really annoying. And if he Leaf Storms my Steelix, it's obviously annoying to have to deal with that. So I'm mostly worried about that. I'm a little bit worried about this Pavilion. Let me actually see how much damage I need on Pavilion for Sneasel Decay with Ice Shard, as yeah, I don't need much damage, but I do need some damage. Maybe it could also be Focus Sash, so I need to keep that in mind. He does pull the Hard Switch into his Rotom. I'm going to pull a switch into Steelix. If he Leaf Storms, so be it. He Wisps. Okay. Okay, he Wisps. I'm going to go for my Rocks as he pulls a switch hard into Hitmonlee. What do I want to do? I kind of want a Toxic, but he could just HJK and I don't want to deal with that, so I'm going to pull switch into my Golbat, because this way, yeah, he does just HJK. And he has, oh my god, his team is so horrid defensively, it's ridiculous. Normally I just Toxic, but I just want to Brave Bird since this Hitmonlee is in, and I'm just scouting to see how my opponent plays since I really don't know how they play right now, as he does pull a switch into Yuxi. Golbat kind of beats Yuxi, but I'm going to pull a switch into Exploud anyway. Golbat beats so many things that have a type advantage on it, it's ridiculous. But I didn't go into my Sneasel because I don't want to get trapped by Dugtrio if he realizes I am Choice Banded. And Yuxi is fat. Sometimes I'm pretty sure it could live a non-banded knockoff from this range, which is ridiculous. So I can just go for my Exploud as he yawns. Yawn. Yawn is an annoying move, because of the Dugtrio. Yeah, Yawn's annoying. Don't have anything with U-turns, so see, I want to keep Exploud for that Rotom Cut, or that Rotom whatever. I'm really, really worried about the Dugtrio. Dugtrio's a big threat. What can I put to sleep? I don't really... I could go to Slowking, and... I could go to Slowking. I'm just gonna Boom Burst. Screw it. I'm done. I just don't want to mess around with switching and giving that thing lefties recovery and letting it like U-turn out into something and getting the momentum. I'm just gonna have to deal with that. I could have gone to Sneasel and just killed the thing, but I really don't want him to realize, oh, he's Choice Banded, I can trap him with Dugtrio. I mean, granted, he has to hit an edge, I think. Yeah, since he got up, I would have switched in before Rocks came up, so he'd have to hit an edge. But it's still something I just don't want to deal with, since I need Sneasel for avenging that Revillon. Well, I don't need it necessarily, since my Steelix kind of checks it. But in general, Ice Shard is very capable of sweeping his team. I just need to weaken the Rotom, weaken the Hitmonlee, and Ice Shard kind of just cleans through his team. So that's really what I'm going for right here, as he's probably going to go into his Hitmonlee, but I can understand if he goes into his Dugtrio as well. He does indeed go to his Hitmonlee, and I'm just expecting honestly just expecting a spin right here, as that's what he does. He could knock off. How much does it do? He's not even Life Orb, so I don't even know if it'll 2 a KO from that range. As yeah, he's not Life Orb, and I don't have this much defense, like this much. As yeah, that's not even gonna 2 a KO. Oh my god, Golbat. So I'm pretty free to default because he actually goes to his Excelgor. I don't really understand that play. I can just roost up on this thing. Even if he's Final Gambit, I don't know. I mean, knowing ladder, it's probably a Final Gambit, Sash, Lead, Excelgor, because that's just the set they love to use, even though Life Orb is just so much better. But, yeah, we could see a Final Gambit coming out from here. I'm honestly okay with losing Golbat, since I still have my Slowking, and I've removed all of his hazard setters if he Final Gambits, his Excelgor is dead. He could Final Gambit that turn, but he doesn't, so the best he can do is get up one spike and then Final Gambit me, which I'm surprised he's not doing. I'm gonna Toxic. This way I can, I want to Roost in case he Final Gambits this turn. Yeah, okay, got him. As, yeah, if I defogged on that, it would have been completely stopped, but now I get this, and that's perfect. I'm gonna go for the Toxic. I don't need my Golbat for much anything else, and I'd rather chip this Rotom away with that Toxic. I know he's just gonna Wisp, so he actually Volt Switches, okay. And Golbat still tanks that because it's a freaking tank, and I get the Toxic most likely off on that Pavilion. It actually goes to his Dugtrio. Does this thing even kill me with CD Edge? I'd be surprised if it does, I'm not kidding. Oh, it does, 43 to 51. So it does theoretically kill me with a CB Edge. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna go to Slowking in that case. I don't know if he's CB or Life Orb, but yeah, Golbat is a fat mon. Like, okay, he does full switch into Rotom. That's a little bit annoying. I don't know what he wants to do. I don't know if he'll Volt or not. That's what I'm really worried about. I'm gonna go full switch into my Steelix. Okay, actually, should I? Okay, I did it anyway. If he leaves Storms, I'm in a bad spot. Okay, he does indeed full switch. This means I can pull a switch into my Virizion and just HP Ice. His Dugtrio can't switch in on my Sneasel. Oh my god. Fuck. He pulls a hard into Dugtrio. I mean, I can understand that play. I can respect that play. It just means I'm completely done for. Let's just, in case he has Sandveil, or whatever that thing is, Sandforce, Sandveil. Yeah, so I'm gonna get Aerial Ace right here. That's not gonna be fun at all to get Aerial Aced, but okay, what the heck? So this guy does not have Aerial Ace on his Dugtrio. This is the thing, lower ladder. Okay, he leaves. Yeah, I'm just gonna start the next game. Lower ladder, man. Lower ladder is ridiculous. Always run Aerial Ace on your Dugtrio and argue. That's one of the reasons it's so good. It just traps Virizion. And that's why people have been using Koba Virizion and even Shed Shell I've seen. It's ridiculous, but yeah. Dugtrio is supposed to trap Virizion. Okay, he came back. I'm just gonna HP Ice then. As This guy is using a much more standard looking team. Mola, Reggie, View, Diancie, what is that? Emboar and Flygon. So I really want to knock some stuff off. See, if I can knock off Registeel's item with Sneasel because they're like hasty to get up rocks, it's just incredibly good for me. It just makes the matchup so much easier. He does lead off with this Flygon, so I'm just going to go for the knockoff. He's very unlikely. He could actually be Scarf. But, I mean, he should fear that Ice Shard or the Icicle Crash, so I'm just going to knock off. I want to get rid of something's item, whether that be Emboar or Registeel Mola. Yes! Okay, so he does go to Registeel. That's perfect. That's absolutely beautiful, basically. I don't even think these things run T-Wave much anymore. Anyway, I need to play this game too. As he HP Ices me on my HP Ice, I'm just going to Giga Drain since that'll kill. This guy Iron Heads. Okay. So this might actually be Curse Reggie. Yeah, it might be Curse. I want to pull a switch into my Steelix as he T-Waves. Okay. So that's good to know. I'm just going to get up my rocks then, as that puts some pressure on his Flygon to come in, and that means I can Toxic that thing, kind of pressure the Diancie a little bit. Ironhead T-Wave, I'm not sure what it is, but I kill the Rotom with the Giga Drain. He's going to trap me with the EQ, and does show the CB. I just want to make sure. That Sneasel should definitely kill with Ice Shard, but yeah, okay. So I can just go to my Sneasel right here, and click Ice Shard, basically without worry. And he does go for the rocks as I take out my rocks. I'm gonna Toxic. I think if I were him, I'd go to Venusaur, but I'm gonna try to Toxic anyway. He might go to Mola or... Okay. Yeah, okay. Great. So he's gonna Earthquake. What is this set? And I want to Toxic again, just in case. As he does pull a switch into Hitmonlee, and even if he is Mach Punch, I can still outspeed with the Ice Shard. Unless it's like Scarf. Scarf Mach Punch doesn't exist. Okay, it does. I've used it before. No, I haven't. I've used Scarf Edge. Yeah, but he pulls a switch into Venusaur. And it is defensive, so we'll have to see right here whether it's knockoff or not. Knockoff would be annoying because of that Diancie mainly. But if it's just Leech Seed, then this is fine. Like, defensive Venusaur, okay, he is Leech. This is annoying, but it's not bad. So he does go into his Pavilion. What do I want to do versus this? I think I'm going to go pull a switch into my Steelix, as he can't really touch Steelix, and I still have my Ice Shard for later on. And yeah, he just tries to Sleep Powder, so that's not going to work. And I'm pretty sure I can just try to Rocks in case he wants to go to his Dugtrio and avoid the 2KO if he stays in, although I'm not sure about that. I don't know, maybe Heavy Slamming is better. Okay, he's Subs. That's kind of scary. If Heavy Slam doesn't break, that's a little scary. Can't say I was expecting Sub, but so he does pull a switch directly into Emboar. Can't say I expected that. I'm going to pull a switch into Slowking just because I have Regenerator, so I can scout to see how much that Wild Charge is doing, and I don't want to pull a switch straight into something and then get Flare Blitzed, predicting the Wild Charge. He does Hurricane, and I get off that Heavy Slam, and I can just Heavy Slam again. And then I think I can just knock off, I think. Let me just calc. Pavilion. Okay, I can't just knock off. Ice Shard actually does more than knock off, so I have to either Icicle Crash or do something else. Maybe I'll just go to Golbat. Pretty sure Golbat would live a hit from this thing, but yeah, pull a switch into my Slowking. Let's see if this is CB. Oh, he does just Flare Blitz. Okay, so that's fine with me. I can just Scald. As he does pull a switch into Alomomola. Let's see if I burn this. I'd actually rather not burn it, as I don't. Okay. So expecting a Toxic. Well, he might actually be Knock-Mola. No, I can see Knock-Mola instead of Toxic, but he does just Wish. Okay. I'm gonna try to Toxic this thing anyway. as Golbat kind of just has to stomach hits. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go into my Golbat and Brave Bird, and then I think Sneasel should clean, unless he like Hurricane confuses me or something, because I might be forced to hit a Icicle Crash. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Trying to avoid having to use Icicle Crash. He does stay in on the Toxic Scald, does not burn me, and I can roost this damage off, although I am risking a burn right now. I think Golbat's kind of in a position where it has to risk a burn to break through his team, but he does not get the Scald burn right there. And I'm going to put Switch into my Slowking, because if he burns my Slowking, that's really good, because he can't Toxic it. That's really the only reason it's really good. Normally you don't want your Slowking to get burned. He tries to Sleep Powder me for whatever reason. Yeah, like, I'm really sorry. I'm like putting these commentaries together as if they're one game. Really sorry. And I probably sound boring right now. I don't know. Mementos with this list. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Anyway, on to this game. And yeah, he does Scald, and does he burn? No, he does not. Screw it, I'm gonna go into my Verzian. I don't know if he's gonna, because I don't know if he's just gonna Scald again, or if he just doesn't have Toxic, or if he's just gonna Toxic, so I don't want to try to switch into Golbat or Steelix on another Scald. He does Toxic, okay. So at least I know he has Toxic. And we're probably gonna see Venu come in right here. I want to HP Ice just to see how much it's doing. Otherwise, I might just pull double switches in the future. But yeah, he's definitely pressured to go into his Venusaur right here. Toxic on the Verzian is definitely annoying. I wish I could have avoided that, but I just didn't know. Okay, that's a really fat Venusaur. That's incredibly fat. Oh my god. Why did that do so little? Holy. Venusaur. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Anyway, my plan is to kind of push through with my Exploud. I'm gonna Roost, although I could just, I wanna say I can just Brave Bird. Okay, he's lower and he Leech Seeds. I'm gonna Brave Bird right here, as based on that HP Ice damage, he has to have some Split F. But I'm trying to like make him go into things that my Exploud can come in on, namely Mola, and then go to Exploud and then just start Boom Bursting like the hell out of him, basically, is my game plan. Should I Defog? I kind of don't want to Defog yet. I'm just going to Brave Bird, as I still want to weaken his Registeel a little bit more before I go off for the Defog. And I am Leech Seeded right now, so I don't know. I don't want to Leech Seed and then have him go into Registeel and then I have to switch around, switch back. But I think I can win this game pretty handily. It's just going to take some time. Oh, let's stop the timer. I want to continue the timer. Yeah, okay, he set the timer, so it's going to be, seems a little slow of a game, but I think I can win this, like, pretty well. Like, I'm not too worried about anything right now. I don't know his Diancie set. Believe it or not, Golbat counters Diancie. Unless it's like Life Orb, even if it's Psychic. Like, Golbat literally takes Diancie. It's ridiculous. So, Diancie to count, for Golbat to now counter Diancie has to be like Max Attack, Diamond Storm, like Life Orb, Trick Room. It has to be Trick Room, of course. And otherwise, Golbat kind of just beats Diancie. I mean, even like Calm Mind Psychic, at least I can Toxic it, even if it subs because of Infiltrator. And then Golbat kind of just beats Diancie. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, Golbat is just really, really good. It just beats things that you wouldn't think it would beat, but it just beats it. Even without the Eviolite, it's really strong. I mean, not really strong, really fat. Really, really fat. He's taking a lot of time, so he might time out. If he does, that'll be a little unfortunate. Let's see. Let's see what happens. As he is indeed taking his time. Okay, really taking his time. Yeah, I hope he doesn't time out. I kind of want to play this game through, but at the same time, if he's going to play every turn this long, I don't want to play him, because we can at least get one more game right now if this game ends. And it looks like he timed out, so that's going to be the game. See ya, GG. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he had to like do something. Anyway, that's gonna be the game, and we're gonna go on to the next one. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this team, and this is gonna be the last game. Just gonna make this a quick, short live, and I'm gonna do some more suspect laddering with other teams. To use something more interesting. I built some interesting stuff, I just haven't used it yet. Oh my god, Tentacool! Holy! Cool. That's actually really interesting. You get T-Spikes, Absorber, and a Rapid Spinner. I mean, I think Tentacool really loves Black Slitter probably though, so... yeah, not sure. That's pretty heat. That's pretty heat. Yeah, I gotta admit. Anyway, Sneasel kind of wrecks it. Like, it does a lot of work, so I'm gonna lead off with my Sneasel, as he does indeed lead off with his Dready Gun. I'm gonna Ice Cold Crash. I'm starting to get a slight doubt in my mind, because in my past, I think I've seen a Dready Gun live, crash, and glare me. Okay, that wasn't a physically... oh, let me just calc. But, Dready Gun... 252... Impish... yeah, that thing lives. Abandoned Sneasel's Ice Cold Crash. That's ridiculous. So I shouldn't have stayed in there, but I did anyway, and it worked out. Anyway, he goes to his Delphox. I'm gonna go into my Slowking, as I have pretty much no reason not to, and he just Fire Blast. I'm just gonna Scald. I don't know if he has Grass Knot or not, but it doesn't do too much to Slowking, as he just pulls a switch into Jolteon. This is an example of one of those games that I just like have offensive threats that rip him through, like Sneasel and Exploud, whereas my defensive core kind of just handles everything he throws at me, so I can just get out my Rocks, and Rocks just completely wreck his team, and he goes to Braviary. Okay, can't say I was expecting that. I'm going to pull switch into Golbat because I have Infiltrator Toxic for sub bulk up, and if he's Superpower or something like that, I can take that. Usually people don't switch in their Braviaries on Steelix, although Braviary can set up on Steelix, as he does indeed go for the superpowers, so I think I can just Brave Bird, as he does go to Tentacool, the Cool Mon. Oh my god, that actually does a lot of damage. Anyway, I can just pull switch into Exploud and then kill something with Boom Burst, and this is just going to be a straightforward game. Like, this is pretty straightforward. I don't even think I can get hacks out of this. Okay, maybe Jolteon can Signal Beam confuse everything. I don't know. But yeah, he spins and I get a kill. This is one of the great things about Exploud. It just puts the pressure on, like in the, okay, like Blastoise. It just invites Exploud. Tentacool invites Exploud. Exploud kind of just wrecks. Anyway, I'm going to keep Exploud because I have a defensive answer to Delphox, and I mean, even if this thing Calm Minds, I'm not really that worried. He just tricked me. Okay, I really don't mind. He gets my Culver Berry. That's kind of funny. But, yeah, I have a Scarf Slowking now, and his Delphox is Culver Berry. But that kind of shows me I'm really nothing to worry about. He has Shadow Ball. Okay, did not see that coming. Can't say I saw that coming, but, I could see him Fire Blast right here, but I don't see him Psychicking. At the same time, I just don't want to go into my Golbat in case... I'm just gonna go into Golbat. Like, he showed Superpower on Braviary. I don't really think I need to worry about it much at all, but, I usually Golbat outruns Braviary unless they're running a shit ton of speed. But yeah, he does just Shadow Ball again. Back into Slowking, as... even if he Shadow Balls again, I think I tank 2 without the Spadef drop, and because of regen, and he does just Psychic, so I can just Scald again and grab this crisp kill. And yeah, this game is just straightforward, so what else is there to say? Follow my Twitter. If you follow my Twitter, you can see some of my stuff. I watched a Barcelona game in Barcelona, so that was kind of interesting, and yeah, you should follow my Twitter. I post... oh, the other thing is, if you guys want the teams I use, if I ever were to share the team that I use in a Showdown Live, mostly for OU teams, I would put it on Twitter. So, yeah, follow my Twitter, and he's gonna forfeit right there, so we take this game. And this live has been 25 minutes, so I'm just gonna end it right here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know if you did, because this life felt kind of boring to me, but maybe it's just me. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.